My name is Valerie Kelly, and you can find me through my Facebook page, which is Crystal Rose, and you can also find me on Model Mayhem as Crystal Rose also. I've been told I should be modeling since about 16, but I didn't really get into it until 2012 when I first started a portfolio. Meeting new people and creating great images with photographers. Thinking of new poses and positions and posing in a way so I don't reveal some of my problem areas. When I first started modeling, I thought it was simply posing for the camera, but I realized that it's a lot of work, it's a lot of effort, and a lot of thought that you have to put into creative poses and positions when modeling. I can't think of too many other than when photographers aren't really sensitive to the model's needs. For example, I did a shoot one time where it was really cold out and I was just recovering from a cold, and the shoot went on really long and I was getting really numb, and the photographer wanted to keep shooting. So I think being sensitive to the model's needs is really important, and that's the only real pet peeve I can think of. I really appreciate when a photographer maybe gets me a meal, be it lunch or dinner. Definitely, I'm not asking for that or anything, but it's a real nice gesture, and also just making sure that we have a chance for a break and a rest in between shots. And I also really appreciate when photographers take the time to show me the images as we're shooting. That way, you know, we don't do like 20 different photos and they just don't look good. So I want to make sure I have a chance to freshen up or change my position and whatnot. I would say take it seriously, but also at the same time don't take it too seriously. And when I say not to take it, when I say to take it seriously, you know, don't be flaky. You know, if it's a trade shoot, don't be thinking, oh, you know, I'm not getting paid, you know, I can just flake off, you know. So I know a lot of people who do that, and a lot of photographer friends who have had that done to them, and it's definitely not something that, you know, it's just, whether it's a paid shoot or not, you know, it's your reputation, so you want to make sure you show up, you know, give notice if you do have to cancel. And when I say, you know, not to take it too seriously, you know, don't be so overly focused on the fact that, oh my gosh, I can't fit into my clothes, or I need to be super skinny. You know, there's all kinds of different models for all kinds of different types of photos and shoots. There's commercial modeling, and then there's runway modeling. It's all kinds of different things to try out, so don't be discouraged. My favorite is a boudoir shoot that I did about a year and a half ago, and it was a rose petal photo shoot in a bathtub, and I've always wanted to do such a shoot, and my photographer was Marcellana, and it was a really great photo, and it's my top favorite because it's been something that I really wanted to do for a long time, and I thought the image really turned out great.
Forgot about that with me.
Yeah. Yeah, that actually I really did want to do something like that for a long time. Yeah, when I saw another model did, I'm like, I really want to do something like that. But it took a good few years before I was able to do that, so that was pretty cool. Yeah. So I'd say my top influencer, and it took me a while to think about this, is a Japanese model called, her name is Ayaka Komatsu, and she was a magazine model for a magazine called Candy. And she was also an actress in the live-action Sailor Moon series. And for someone like me who does also cosplay and modeling, she was my favorite model, and I really looked up to her works and doing some similar shoots to hers. So when I first started modeling, as I said before, I've had people tell me I should model since I was a teenager, and I didn't really get into it until I was in college, and I think a lot of that not only had to do with my crazy life, but also because I was under the impression for so many years that you had to be like a size 0 and 6 foot to model. But there's all kinds of modeling, as I said before, that you could do. So if it's something that you really like and that you think you would have fun in, don't be discouraged by it. There's all kinds of different modeling. Even if you don't do it professionally, something you can do for fun, and it's a big self-esteem booster. It's really helped my self-esteem, and I really liked making a lot of new friends this way. So I first started thinking about modeling at 16, as I mentioned before, and I think a lot of the reasons why I didn't start that young were because I thought I had to be really skinny and really tall, and I didn't think I was going to make it. So I first started out modeling when I was in college, and I had my husband help me put together a portfolio, and I just kind of went with it. It was something that I just wanted to do for fun, and once I got into it, I really loved creating amazing images. So as I mentioned before, you don't want to feel like that you have to be like super skinny in order to be a model. There's all kinds of different modeling. There's plus size modeling, there's commercial modeling, there's magazine modeling, there's all kinds of different modeling. So if it's something that you really think you'd like to do, just give it a go. You don't have anything to lose.